just a kid with nothing, lost and broke on empty streets. But I found a fire, a way to aspire, stacked my skills and claimed my beat. From the cold nights with empty dreams to building futures, living dreams. We changed the game, flipped the script, now we're thriving, making history. We are the skill stackers, breaking free from being broke. We learned the game, we changed our fate, now we never have to worry or wait. We are the skill stackers, climbing high and never poor, stacking skills to pay the bills. We'll never be broke anymore. Stuck here, trapped in cycles of debt and pain. But we learned to hustle, built our muscle, now we're the ones breaking the chains. The world said no, we made it yes, turned every failure into progress. Now we're thriving, we're surviving, skill stacker army nevertheless. We are the skill stackers, from the bottom to the top. We built a life, beat every strife, and now we're never gonna stop. No one should live broke, no one should stay poor. We lift each other, grow and discover. This movement's more than just a dream, it's a legacy we'll leave behind unseen. We are the skill stackers, the future is in our hands. We stack our skills, we build our wills, and change the world across the lands. We'll never be broke again, skill stackers till the end.
Blockchain, grow, NFTs, AI, stack your skills, change your life. Welcome to the future where change create the way. Adrian and Danny, we're leading every day. Breaking the system, we flipping the script. Stacking our skills, now we never will quit. Web3 warriors, AI minds, NFT dreams, breaking through all the lies. Talking about freedom, building the base. Giving the power back, we setting the pace. Chain breakers, setting you free. Spin that wheel, build your legacy. Chain breakers, stack and believe, changing the world, one dream, one seed. Projects we love, trends on the rise, interviews fire, stars in their eyes, giveaways rolling, spin for the win. Support and stack and let the change begin. And Web3 is the movement, not just a trend. Freedom's the mission, till the very end. Generations rising, it's bigger than gold. We're breaking the chains, we're claiming the soul. Chain breakers, setting you free. Spin that wheel, build your legacy. Chain breakers, stack and believe, changing the world, one dream, one seed. Beyond this life, beyond this fight, we're lighting the dark, we're claiming the night. Blockchain, AI, and dreams collide. Chain breakers rise, we're alive, alive. Chain breakers, setting you free.
What up, what up, what up? Good morning, freaking happy hump day, baby. Let's freaking go. Already 26 views and we haven't even kicked this thing off yet. What's going on Anya and Aroshi twins? I love it. Good morning, Queen, and good morning, Me at Man. Hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. It's been a great day for me too. I am excited to be here with you guys. Danny will be with us, and Sleepy Squirrel, of course. Danny will be with us here any minute. Let me read his message. What did he say? He said, what did he say? He sent me a message on X just a minute ago. I haven't looked at it yet. I just saw the little preview text on their list right as of now. I'll be on ASAP. I'm slammed. So he must have a lot of people at the snack shack, which, you know, Danny's been at for the last about a month. Well, we're going to get right into it because today is going to be an amazing show. Welcome to the Chainbreakers, where we don't play by their rules and we sure as hell don't ask for permission. This is the show for the rebels, the warriors, and the builders. I said that backwards. The builders and the warriors of Web3. We're tearing down the old systems, one skill, one project, and one blockchain at a time. We're building a new economy that's powered by freedom, AI, NFTs, and Stacker. Let's freaking go. Every day, we're bringing you real talk, the projects that are worth betting on, the people who are actually making moves, and the plays that can set you and your future free. Giveaways? Yep, we got them. Got the giveaway wheel today. Skills, we're stacking them, and chains, we're breaking them. This is a new frontier. We're the chain breakers. All right, well, let's get into it. There's a lot to cover today. A lot of really interesting news stories. I discovered a website. So if you have an Android phone, and I know for some of you Apple users, you don't like that, but you have news stories that pop up on your phone. And I get a lot of different news stories, really good ones, to be honest, that aggregates. And man, Solana is just the number one thing that keeps coming up over and over and over again. And from all of the articles that I've read in the last 24 hours alone, it looks like from every single analyst, every single expert, every single journalist, whoever that is all writing about how Solana is about to pop, how it is going to explode. I should say not pop, but it is going to explode. And we're going to see a $200, $250, maybe even a $300 Solana price, which is freaking amazing. I mean, I don't know about you, but I would love that. That would be a huge bump. I mean, that would definitely put Skill Stacker alone into the 100K market cap range. But I want to be able to get there before that so that we can get into the 200, 250K range. We have been working our butts off, getting the contracts upgraded with Skill Stacker, getting new directory listings. There's so many things that we've been working on all simultaneously, but we've made some huge progress just over the last couple of weeks. So what I want to start first by showing you guys, let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. What's up, Money Masters? GM, good to see you here. As always, let me just go over here real quick. There we go. And then it's share. Let's look at what's going on in the market real fast. Okay, so you can see here, there's almost nothing that's red on all the chains. You can see renders up. Solana, let's see where Solana's at right now. There's some Aura's still going down. Melania's still down. Pengu's up. Useless is up. HNT's up. There's some red in here, but the current Solana price is 154. That is a good example of where we're going. And then if you look at the top tokens, trending tokens in the last 24 hours, Bonk is still number one. This DEGE, I've noticed this one like crazy. This chart, if you scroll back out, let's see where they're at right now. This could be another good time. I don't know myself if I would buy it. I don't really like to chase coins like that, but this looks like it's poised where it could potentially have another run. So DEGE is number 2 right now. It looks like it's got some serious potential. And what's the market cap on that? I didn't even look. Let's see here. Does it show me the technicals? Let's see here. See if it'll show me volume of 16 million. In USD, 403,000 in the token. Let's see here. Where's their market cap? It's not showing me here. Market cap. There we go. Market cap. Let's see here. 45 million. I was watching this thing when it was like right around here. I was like, dude, 75 million. That's crazy. So, you know, it's down and it hasn't bottomed. It's not at the bottomed out part, but oh, I think I hear Danny. There we go. Look at that. Snack Shack. Danny's back. What's going on, Danny?
Not much, man. Working, slammed.
Another day in paradise.
Nobody ate anything yesterday, and they're all trying to eat it all today.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was just telling everybody about this DEGE coin.
Yeah, I was on here. I left and came back so you would hear me come in.
Oh, sweet, sweet. Okay, cool. You got Useless, Naka, Coco, Uranus. I say Uranus. My wife says Uranus. Lots of these are the top 10s right now. But let's go look at Stacker. I think that's important. Get that. So we've had some great progress. I burned 100,000 Stacker. Look at that 8Y DEY. I wonder if they missed their buy from yesterday. We might give them a pass if they missed their buy yesterday. I think they let's see. Did they? They might have. We'll give them a pass today. But 100,000 Stacker we just burned. That was from all the burns that were hit yesterday on the wheel. And we're currently sitting at a 730, or I'm sorry, 730, 73,000, almost $74,000 market cap. We were at 74 just a little bit ago. So we're pushing past. We've eaten up every little dip, which is really great. We now are down to, let's see here, only $57 in trading volume, which is wild. We definitely need to get that up, and we're up to 662 holders. So that's been slowly and gradually increasing, which is a good sign. Look at this. See, it's burnt. We got everything else is green on here. Top 10% hold 22%. Now keep in mind, with that 22%, there is our treasury wallet that it's counting in there. If you look at holders here, you can see here for all the rewards that we do. If I can get this thing to go up, scroll up, there we go. If you go to holders here, you can see this top wallet, which has currently 210 million Stacker in it. It starts with FF2L. That is the rewards wallet where we're paying everybody out from the original 25 million I put in there, plus all the Stacker that you guys have locked. So that is why it's probably showing this. So this is probably a lot lower. But overall, everything looks really strong on here. We've got 994.7 million as a total supply. So we've chunked down, about 5.5 million of our supply so far. And I know if you
need to knock 400 million more off.
400 more million. I like that. We're definitely gonna get there. So right now, my number one job and priority is to get more holders. And the way that I'm going to do that, and the way we're going to do that, is by telling more people and getting on more exchanges, whether that's a decentralized exchange or centralized exchange, anything we can do there. But I'm working my butt off to get us in everywhere that we possibly can. So
hey, have you made a white paper yet?
Yeah, I got multiple white papers. 2 of them I've written.
Okay.
Yep. I have a white paper for Skill Stacker and a white paper for Me Militia. Yep. And they're linked. So if you go to, let me show you guys this so you can see. Is it Dex? No, not Dex here. Let me go to the Dex Tools. It might be Dex Tools. And then you go to Stacker, which is coming up in here. STKR. Check this out. Come into Stacker. Here we go. This is showing that we are at 74. So how do I do this? Because I pulled this up. Oh, you know what I did? I went to Google yesterday and I said skill. I wanted to see how it came up, Skill Stacker coin. And then I clicked on this here. And over here, it shows you, if you click this little link right here, it shows you our website, our white paper. The white paper is linked right here. Our website, that's funny, the website's on there twice. The platform, Twitter, Telegram, Discord, it's got all the links on there right now. So again, GMGN with their data all inaccurate. It shows 73,000 on GMGN, but 74,000 here. It shows 74,000 on my Phantom wallet. So it's pretty funny how inaccurate that is. But yeah, we're holding strong. We're moving in the right direction. And every time we get people that sell, we immediately get the buys right back. So this was my little sell and then my buyback. But yeah, I'm happy with where we're at right now. I will obviously want to see it continue to grow, but I'm not focused on that. I'm just focused on getting more holders. And with draft day coming up on Monday, we're coming up on it quick. We pushed it out. Sunny says draft day. We're going to see some huge progress with that because there's going to be a lot of memes being made for the grand prize win of 16 million Stacker tokens, along with every person on that team being able to have the choice to pick whether they want a king or a queen meme militia. So really,
man, I guess I'm gonna have to build me a team.
We got to build you a team, bro. Telling you, it's that 16 million tokens. It's yours. Come on.
Yep, I'm gonna have to build that team.
You can do it with 4 people. And you get 4 million people, 4 million tokens apiece. How's that? Okay, so let me come over here to Meme Militia. Speaking of that, here we go. We had somebody that we all know drop a knight here for cheap Looks like they need some money. So there's a really, really cheap deal right now on the floor for 0.6.
Ooh, get it?
Yeah, 0.6 to get a knight. That's way below what even a soldier would cost. Soldiers are usually, at the bare minimum in this range. So think about that. This is a significant discount. This is about a 40% discount right now for anybody that wants to grab a knight that's been looking for a knight. You get 3 spins on the wheel when you grab this knight, and this is an opportunity for this giraffe here he's got a few more left. It looks like here. Look at this. He's got a queen up here for 2.5, and he's got another queen up here for 2. Really, 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 really killer opportunity. He's out, so you guys can grab his stuff for dirt cheap. Like literally, this is worth 20 to 50 Solana at least. And he's got look how much he's got his king up here for. Look at this right now. Crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy.
I mean, you got to think about it. It was a free mint.
Yeah, totally.
So we got nothing in it.
He's got nothing in it. So
yeah,
that's hilarious. So yeah, really, really great opportunity to snatch up everything that this person has right here. Just great value. So with that being said, I wanted to get over to some news. One thing I wanted to talk about was kind of the big elephant in the room, if you will, with what you've been sharing in the groups and on your profile, and you shared with me. There's been a lot of conversation around that, so I wanted to chat with you about that for a minute if you have a chance.
What's that?
So the podcast that you shared.
Oh, that was a great podcast, dude.
I got about 30 minutes in.
I love Sean Ryan, but I usually dip out an hour or so into it. I watched the whole 5 hours.
Got it.
I locked in to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah. So what is your, let's just ask, what are your 3 biggest takeaways?
So he was one of the original founders of Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
He got booted out because nobody wanted to. There was 3 other founders that got booted out because they didn't want to follow along with what Vitalik wanted to do. So he kicked them out. That's when he made Cardano.
Okay.
He is the founder of Cardano, and from what I understand, yesterday he told everybody that there's only 40 or 50 people in the whole world that can code in that language, and that's why it's never been hacked. Since launch, it has never went down, never been hacked, not one time.
24/7, 365.
Yeah, and I was impressed with that because every blockchain I've seen has went down.
Every single
for
one.
at least for a little while. He's also in the man. You just have to listen to this podcast. They're doing stem cell research.
Oh yeah.
For like chronic back pain and cancer cures. And his whole family are doctors, and he decided to go. He's a mathematical genius, is what his background is. He went to Berkeley. So now he's trying to get back onto he said, medicine doesn't cure anything anymore. He said, so I'm looking for cures.
Wow.
He said, now that I have the means, I'm going to try and cure stuff. They're doing stem cell research with barometric pressure chambers.
Yeah.
And from what he was saying yesterday is once you go in one of those chambers, that regenerates your cells. That's how Jay Leno fixed his face when it got burnt off.
Whoa.
So nobody knew that, but he was like, he went overseas, did the same thing that he's in FDA testing right now. He's got 1 year of that. He's already done all the other testing. Everything works. So he's trying to cure back pain and spinal problems and cancers and all kinds of stuff.
Dude, that's crazy.
By pulling your stem cells from your fat, injecting them with something that will replenish or rejuvenate, kind of like a lizard cuts his tail off.
Yep.
It grows his tail back. That's where he's going with DNA.
Because he was part of pairing your DNA with an octopus and being able to change your skin color. Like, what the heck?
Okay. So he was part of the guy that did the direwolf stuff.
Yes.
Give me a minute. I got to unload some stuff.
They're doing bioluminescent plants that will pull carbon monoxide from the air and be able to see it being pulled. Like, there was so much that already in just the first few minutes of that interview that was super impressive to me. I want to share something with you guys. Still room on Don's team, by the way. So check this out. So if I come over to ChatGPT, actually, you know what? I'm gonna hit entire screen just for this example. Okay, so this is the interview here that he sent me, and I started watching it. I'm 26 minutes in, and I'm already like, it's already been worth the time. And then I have a tool that I use in Chrome called Glasp. You can get it for free. And when you have the Glasp tool, I should log back in, but when you have the Glasp tool, it allows you to take transcripts of videos. So because this is 5 hours, I don't think that this is going to let me take the entire transcript. So I'll probably have to paste it into 2 conversations. We'll see. Okay, so I'm just going to copy it. I'm going to come over to ChatGPT. I'm going to hit paste. And this is going to have the entire conversation. Now I know for a fact it's not going to let me do this whole thing. So what I'm going to do is go to this 1 hour one. And then I'm going to copy all of that. Dude, this is a long conversation. Okay. And I'm going to say, I'm going to delete all the rest of it. Hold on. Dang it. It just totally screwed me up. Give me a second here. You guys are going to learn something pretty cool. You can do this with any YouTube video. So let's go to just 1 hour. I want to go back to that 1 hour one. Here we go. Coming up on it. Because about 1 hour is about what I've noticed is the max. Here we go. Okay. Come in here. 1 hour one. Okay. Come up to here. Copy this. I'm going to delete the rest of it. I'm going to come up to here and I'm going to say, I'm going to give this to you in multiple parts. I'm going to give you a transcript in 5 parts. Now watch this. Here is part 1. Don't do anything until I say done. Whoops, done. There we go. I almost said done. All right, now watch this. So there's the first part. Then I'm going to go in, I'm going to paste the second one in here. So I'll go from 1 hour one to like, we'll probably go to like 1 hour to like the second hour here. Come into 2 right there. So go to 2:02. Oh, come on. Did it really just do that to me? Oh, what a pain in the butt. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Go to 2 hour 2. It's going to be worth it, I promise. Let's see here. 2 hour 2. I can't believe they had a 5 hour conversation.
It was like one thing after another. And all of it was interesting. Every bit of it.
Wow. So we'll go to from 2 to like 3. We'll just go to 3. So let me come into hour 3, which is going to be right here. 255. There we go. This is close enough here. We'll keep this. Okay. And then I'm going to do the next piece. Oh, message was too long. So that one was too long. Damn it. Okay. So let me just do this again. I don't want to have to do that whole thing again. That's a freaking pain in the butt. Look at this was already saying key themes from part 1. Crypto's flawed economic incentives. Charles hits on the fundamental weakness of early crypto systems, zero-sum thinking. I know a lot of people that I've worked with very closely in Web3 who have this exact same thinking. And I can't believe the interview started off like this. Projects have long operated as one must fail for another to win. This coin has to lose in order for me to win. That Bitcoin versus Ethereum thing. Hi, you want to say hi to Danny? Say hi to Danny.
Hi, Danny.
I love you. Have a good day. One must lose for the other one to win. And he talks about this. His core point is true mass adoption requires cooperative game theory where protocols create win-win dynamics, not just turf wars. Come on, listen to this dude. Stablecoins as a bridge to traditional finance. He emphasizes how stablecoins are Trojan horses for integrating TradeFi and DeFi, which is a $243 billion in circulation, growing fast. They solve the volatility problems and offer dollarization in failed fiat economies like Argentina and Venezuela. Hoskinson predicts stablecoins could become a $2 trillion market by 2030. Cardano's interoperability and resilience strategy. Charles highlights Cardano's strength as a highly inoperable and resilient L1. 0 downtime in 8 years. That's what Danny was talking about. Modular privacy layer.
He was part of the Venezuelan president bringing in Bitcoin. He did that.
Wow, she did. Wow. So a while back, I don't know if you remember this, Danny, I had shared a website, a crypto company called Midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight Crypto. Remember me? I even showed the website, I think. pulled it up.
Yeah, I remember it.
These guys right here. And so when I was watching that interview and he starts bringing up midnight, so I went to a networking event where I met an engineer, and that engineer was like, you want to see something impressive? Go check out Midnight. And that's when I came back the next day with you guys and brought up this company, Midnight. Well, guess who was talking about it in the first 10 minutes of his interview? Mr. Charles
Yeah.
Hoskinson himself. And he literally talks about it. Modular privacy layer with Midnight. They're working with that platform built to connect with other chains like ETH, Bitcoin, Solana. So this is
that's where he's at with Cardano right now. He is in the process of making it multi-chain, so where there isn't any holdbacks, any setbacks.
I'm just so glad that I bought a crap ton of Cardano when it was cheap. That's all I'm thinking
Yeah,
right now.
he's trying to push ADA till it's a world renowned plate.
Oh yeah, no, he will. He actually will, which is the most amazing part. So if you don't have any Cardano, you should grab yourself some up now before it runs. The Brave browser, I loved that he talked about the Brave browser and how these other browsers are going to have native cryptocurrency built into it. But the Brave and Cardano idea showcasing crypto utility in real world products, privacy preserving ad network, users get paid to share anonymized data. Win-win.
Yep.
Users retain control and advertisers still get targeting. So that was really neat. Number 5, DeFi and TradeFi will merge just into finance. He doesn't think that one's going to take out the other. He thinks that it's just Web3 and Web2 are going to both.
He said it's just going to be Fi.
Yep, it'll just be Fi. It'll just be finance, rather than one replacing the other. He believes that regulatory clarity, like the Genius Act, will enable players like Microsoft to onboard billions into crypto without users even realizing it. So this is one thing he talked about with Facebook is Facebook tried to make their play into Web3 so that people could pay each other through their platform and they could become a payment processor. Overnight, they implement this one little crypto feature through Llama or whatever it was going to be called. And now all of a sudden...
Yeah, but he said they got shut down too with regulators.
Shut down by the federal government because it just became there wasn't enough regulatory clarity at that point. So that was another big one. So expert takeaways so far: Cardano's philosophy is long-term infrastructure first, focused on resilience, compliance, compatibility, and modular upgrades. So a lot of really, really cool. And you're only getting what was in the first hour of that interview. Now there's still 5 more parts from 1 hour 1 all the way to, let's see.
Man, he's found stuff on the sea floor that they're investigating right now that looks like it was from another solar system.
Whoa.
He's been to the Titanic. There's all kinds of stuff, dude.
Dude, that's crazy. That's
like
really
I said,
cool.
I usually lose interest about an hour and a half in, but I was locked in for 5 hours yesterday.
Yeah. So I just got the second piece in from hour 1 to hour 2. Crypto as a trust infrastructure, not just money. Charles reframes blockchain from money-making tech to a mathematical engine of trust, a truth layer for society. Blockchain is not just about money. Okay, that's what everything is driving everything right now with crypto. But I've always seen this. That's why when somebody in our ecosystem or even in our community says, well, this is my thesis and this is the only thing I think is right, it's hilarious. That's like predicting the internet at the very beginning when we had no idea about social media. And like, if we haven't seen the 1% of what blockchain and Web3 is going to become yet to start making a thesis. But blockchain is not just about money. It's about verifiable, immutable, and auditable data, the foundation of trust in any system. He explains that trust failure is the root of most inefficiencies, whether it's in voting, banking, healthcare, or global diplomacy. Blockchain fixes trust at scale. And
so they're also, they said that once quantum computers come out, that blockchain will be hackable.
Dude, that's crazy.
They're already working on that too.
That's crazy. He said that in the interview?
Yeah, he said quantum computers should be out around 2030. He said, but he's already working on a fix for that.
Wow, that's crazy. So big things, trading and DeFi will merge, not compete. Stable coins will be the huge piece of that. Cardano's philosophical edge, 0 downtimes in 8 years. Native support for compliance via tools like Midnight. I'm telling you, if you guys can grab some midnight coin, grab whatever you can in that company, that's going to be a big one. From libertarian roots to blockchain philosophy, Hoskinson's experience on the Ron Paul campaign gave him exposure to Austrian economics and sound money theory, a belief for decentralized systems as spiritual successors to constitutionalism, and a blueprint for decentralized fundraising that inspired later ICO models. So important piece on this for me. I'm also a libertarian. I have been since 2015. I switched from Republican Party to a libertarian. I started learning about it and studying it, and it was a big awakening for me of small government, self-responsibility, a lot of things there. And so it's funny, I didn't know he was involved in Ron Paul's campaigns, but that makes a lot of sense now. A lot of sense. Crypto's fight against institutional decay. So there's a lot of stuff in here, but on chain, you guys can do this with any YouTube video, copy the transcript, paste it in, do your research. DID, the missing piece, decentralized identity. Oh, that's that thing that what's his name was talking about from OpenAI that he started, was that doing identification. I think the WC3s, DID, and self-sovereignty SSI as the next evolution combined.
Yeah,
yep.
He was talking about doing voting on chain. He said, but the problem is how's your ID system? How do you verify people? He said, so they're looking to do a digital ID to where it just verifies your facts, doesn't give your private information away.
Okay.
So he's done a lot and been a lot of places, man. Very smart man.
That's really neat. Well, what's cool about this is it just says, I didn't expect this, I didn't ask for it, but I put this in the STKR project that I have inside of OpenAI. This is what it means for projects like STKR. Charles' worldview validates your approach with STKR. Tokenized learning aligns with trust equals incentives plus transparency. Me Militia mimics how decentralized narratives can overtake centralized media. Pro-contributor economy embodies self-sovereign proof of skill. Oh, shit. Proof of skill? Dude, are you kidding me right now? I'm writing that one down. That's a writer downer. Proof of skill. Oh, man. I'm going to go buy that shit right now. And future of integration of voting, identity, and rewards, aligning with Cardano's thesis of inclusive accountability and governance. STKR is essentially building a microcosm of Web3 society Charles envisions. Expert summary. Charles Hoskins isn't just building a blockchain. He's designing a future civilization, one that runs open math, not closed politics. So, and so I can go to part 3, but just for the sake of time and getting over to the rewards, I wanted to just give you guys a little taste of the interview that Danny sent around, which is extremely valuable. So thank you so much, Danny, for doing that. That was freaking kick ass, bro. You just gave some really good alpha there.
Man, that's what I try to do.
It's what you try to do. It's what you do. There's no try, do or do not, right? So it gave me a lot of validation, right? Just right here alone that we're moving in the right direction. So super excited about
maybe you should start tagging him and saying, hey, you want to take a look at this? He could be a angel investor in Brand Butler.
I can make that happen. I have the contacts to make that happen. So I'm serious. I do. I have the contacts to make that happen. I got billionaires and freaking huge executives.
They asked the question yesterday. He said somebody had asked him. He was like, "What if you lose everything? You're risking it all." And he said, I was happy in my apartment. He said, I can just do more for other people with this money I have.
That's the thing. That's why we're here.
He said, wealth doesn't make you happy. He said, but I can do more for other people, and that's what I enjoy.
That's right. That's exactly right. Man, I freaking love that. So if that didn't make you bullish on what we're doing with STKR, I don't know what will. Hopefully that taught you something about taking a transcript using GLASP from YouTube and being able to study and research and gather data. That's my personality type. I'm a deep researcher, investigator. I thought about many times, man, if I weren't doing this, I'd probably be moving into somewhat of a journalist, investigative type journalist role and exposing and uncovering things. I listened to an interview yesterday about Epstein, and then I listened to an interview yesterday with another guy who was from 10 years ago who was being interviewed, and he said the only time in history that a regime change has ever been successful or the world has ever moved forward in progress in some way. Can you guess what that one way was?
Something failed.
Violence.
Yeah.
Violence has been the only thing in human civilization that has ever moved the ball forward. And as bad and as much of a heartfelt love in people, you really can't deny that. Every major event that's
That's
happened
because people in power will stay in power until you take them out of power.
since when has voting ever created a leap forward in our society? It hasn't.
It doesn't.
It
No,
doesn't.
it's just
Voting is absolutely pointless. Voting is like the distraction to make people feel like they have a say.
so like he was saying yesterday, he was like, everybody votes and you have one vote. He said, these people are in there forever. He said, what they should implement is if your approval rating drops below 51%, you're out until you can get it back up. And I was like, I'm down with that.
I'd be down with that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you drop below 51%, you're out until you can get it back up or fix it.
Damn. So over the next 4 minutes, I'd like to just crush through this one thing that I read on a story this morning, and I brought it in here and kind of did an in-depth analysis with my AI bot, the same way I did it with what I showed you guys there. But this is really important. Solana bot king Axiom acquires an AI coding tool, Cursor, amid 150 million revenue surge. Solana-based trading bot Axiom has officially acquired AI coding startup Cursor, making one of the most talked about mergers and acquisition moves in Web3 and AI crossover this year. Axiom's meteoric rise. Since February of 2025, Axiom has generated over $150 million in fees, and just fees, making it the top 10 crypto protocols by daily fees. It captured 72% of all Solana bot volume, a massive leap from just 2% 5 months ago, according to Dune Analytics. On July 7th, it pulled in $1.75 million in fees in a single day. That's according to DeFi Llama. Y Combinator's fastest grower ever. Backed by Y Combinator, Axiom broke records by hitting 100 million in revenue faster than any startup in Y Combinator history. It beat the prior record holder, Cursor, which took 12 months to achieve the same thing. So they did in 5 months what Cursor took 12 months. Cursor launched in 2023, gained traction as an AI-powered vibe coding tool by thousands of developers. And Cursor's acquisition has now been acquired by Axiom, fusing AI coding with high-frequency bot trading under one roof. The move positions Axiom as an intersection of AI and DeFi automation, further enhancing its long-term product roadmap. User incentives and airdrop hype. Fee rebates paid in Sol. Referral system paying out per sign-up and based on referred volume. I know Bearded posts, his Axiom code all the time with, hey, use the code Bearded in there. Point system tracks trading volume plus referrals, making users eligible for future airdrops. The anticipation of an Axiom airdrop has fueled platform growth with over 650,000 wallets interacting and $15 billion in volume already processed. So a powerful ecosystem integration, supports trading on Pump Fund and Hyperliquid's Perp Exchange, built-in wallet and Twitter tracker, yields tools powered by MarginFi, and customizable watch lists for pro traders. Competitor shakeout, early leaders like BullX, 200 million in revenue, and Photon, 400 million plus in revenue, have seen a decline in usage and fees as Axiom has captured market share without major social media marketing. Despite operating under the radar, Axiom is now a dominant force in Solana DeFi, using airdrops, utility, and raw tech, not hype, to outmaneuver the competition. And that's it. I did it right on time. How about that? What do you think of that? You're using Axiom, Danny?
No, I'm not yet. I didn't even sign up for it.
I haven't either, but I'm going to now. I read another story, and I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm just going to give you guys a little tip. I might talk about it on tomorrow's show, so you make sure you're back for that. But check this out. So I took a screenshot of this.
I've been so busy, I stopped trading.
Yeah, Yeah, for sure, for sure.
If I can't watch it, I'm not gonna do it.
So there's a company that's I saw that's called Galileo FX. It's a trading robot. Galileo FX is an automated trading software that trades with 96% accuracy. So something to look at. At least you guys can start maybe doing some research. Galileo
Where's
FX.
that at? Does it trade on any chain?
That's what I'm seeing right now. Galileo FX. There we go. Trading bots. Let's see here. I'm going to ask ChatGPT what block
Is it $10,000 for the bot?
trade on. Okay, here, let's see what it does. So ChatGPT, I said, what blockchain does Galileo FX trading bot trade on? Galileo FX trading bot operates a centralized Forex and crypto trading platforms like MetaTrader. Key points: Galileo FX is an automated trading bot primarily used for Forex, commodities, and crypto. It connects brokers via MT4, MT5, which are centralized trading systems. It does not run natively on any blockchain.
Yeah, so it's trading derivatives of stocks.
That's exactly right. So bottom line, Galileo FXS is trading algorithmic trading bot, not a blockchain native application. So if you're looking for an on-chain trading bot, Uniswap, DYDX, or Solana, you've been exploring completely different type of bot architecture. So just a lot of information, obviously, for one day, but I wanted to give you guys some really good alpha, some good information to kind of think about, at least for hump day. One last announcement is I have a session that we'll be doing tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, 2:30 California time, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30 Pacific or Eastern, if you're on the East Coast, with Unify. We have some big announcements coming up with the Unify. So I want you guys to know that that interview is going live tonight. I'll be in there talking about what we're doing and sharing some stuff, some progress, and then that's it. But let's get to some giveaways. Let me pull up the giveaway wheel. And here we go. Need to make sure we have plenty on here. Okay, here we go. I'm pretty much going to keep the wheel the same as we had yesterday. There's a bunch of 5Ks, 10Ks. What I do want to switch up is I'd like to put one bigger one on here. I'm going to put one more. I'll put like a 20K on here. There we go. I'm going to put a 20K. Let me hit share screen, share, chain breakers. There we go. Share. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. So this will be 1, 2 AXE's first spin.
Uh-oh. Who is that? Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? Okay, so
sorry, I'm unloading the truck. I'll be right back with you.
All right, first spin was 5K. Second spin, here we go. And I will put 8YDEY on the wheel, even though they bought after.
Yeah, I took that list at like 10:30, 10:40.
Cool.
Appreciate it, man.
1K. Spin number 3. $10K. Nice. Here's spin number 4. Oh, man. You already have one of those, so I will just go ahead and spin one more time. All right, here we go. Again? Twice? You got the same thing twice. What the heck? Okay, let me spin one. This is spin number 5. I'm just gonna have to put. You can give it to a gift if you want, as a gift to somebody. Maybe if you build your own team, they'll need it. That training is tomorrow, so don't miss out on that. All right. Oh, I'm spinning for somebody. Is it 37G7T? 7G7T. 5K. Oh, here's Danny. Danny's back. Hold on. Let's bring Danny back. There we are. Okay, 37G7Ts. First one is 5K. Next one here, or 37G7T. 5K. Let's go. $5K. I think I hear Danny again. Let's see. All right, let me split this. There we go. All right, let's see here. Oh, it's 5K. Was that spin number?
Plus, I got too far away from the Wi-Fi. It disconnected.
Last spin here. You're good. Wait, one more spin
I
after
need
this.
some Starlink, Elon.
Give me some Starlink. He's got the NFT drop. So the new collection will be dropping here pretty soon.
I haven't even made the art for that yet.
Spin number 5 is 20K. I have. Okay. Who's next on there? What do we got? Another king or queen?
We had a couple kings and queens.
Let me pull it up.
Who'd you spin for?
I did you and 37G7T. I'm going to.
All right. Well, then you have 2H N1H queen.
H N 1H. Okay.
6AEXP is a queen.
Okay.
And AGDEL is a queen.
AGDEL.
Oh, there's a J19YM. That's a queen.
JI1. What was that? JI? Oh, yeah, I see it on the chart.
J19YM.
J19YM. Okay.
Yep, that's all the queens.
Okay, cool. Let's get those done. Here we go. I have a feeling one of these hits a BK. 5K. This is for 2NH, 2HN1H. There we go. Spin number 2 for them.
Is that Bear Queen?
Yeah,
Okay.
Bear Queen.
Who was 6AEXP?
That's a good
All
question.
these new wallets, man. What's wrong with these people?
Well, a bunch of dodo birds sold their meme militia, and a bunch of smart people picked them up. So that's what's going on. All right.
They're messing my routine up. I can't remember all this stuff anymore.
I know, huh? Spin number 3 for Bear Queen. OCU, Operation Creator Operation. I think she won that yesterday, too. She can gift it to somebody if she wants. Here's spin number 4. Still got one more spin after this. 10K. Okay, one more spin. Here we go. That's a nice little bag for her today. 25,000 already. There we go. And 1K. All right. 5K. 1K. All right. Next one is 6AEXP. Here we go. 6AEXP. 1K. Spin number 2. Moving. I like to move it. Oh man.
Yeah, he was those plants he was talking about yesterday. He's talking about doing away with like carbon, doing away with or showing you when methane's going to be there. It's all kinds of stuff. Like he could change them to the color you want them to glow.
It's freaking amazing, dude.
To match your company.
What was interesting about that is there's very few interviews that I watch where I feel like somebody's personality type and the way that they go about business and how they do business is like me. And to be honest, like I just pick the things that I like that I have fun with, and I got a lot of different things. Video marketing vault, meme marketing agency, meme militia, skill stacker, brand butler, lead butler. Like I've got Crunchy Cottage. I've got so many ventures going all at the same time. Adrian domains and my YouTube channel. Like I have so many different pathways of money coming in that I've kind of just been able to sustain and take care of myself. And even adrianboysell.com, which is my consulting and speaking side of my business. So, that's it. I felt a connection with him because of that. I'm like, I totally relate to his visionary because he's just a total genius visionary. I'm not a genius, but I'm a visionary. Like he is. And so being able to find the right people, like he would be nowhere right now if he didn't have that guy who we sat down at lunch with and immediately was like a long lost soulmate, right? Like if he didn't have these people that he met, like I need a Danny. I need a,
what was funny is, you look at him and you listen to his background, and he's like a mathematical genius and he does math for fun.
Yeah.
Like he gets down to where math can't be done anymore. He's like, I've been there.
Yep.
Well, then he says, I got into Bitcoin for less than $1.
Uh-huh.
He was like, "Yay, I went to $20. Yay, I went to $40, back down to nothing. Went to $50, back down to nothing." And he was like, and then it went to 20,000. It was like, "Yay, hookers and cocaine."
That's what he said, and
I
it
was
was a
like, "I
great
like
laugh.
this guy."
Total degen statement there.
Yeah,
They even talked about crypto Twitter and how it's like the worst of the worst.
right.
NFT drop. This is for AGDEL. You just got yourself on the list, on the whitelist for the NFT drop. You will get
Yeah,
yours.
he said crypto's just built for everybody to one thing to fail for the other. He's like, no. He's like, there's
Nope.
enough. He said fiat doesn't have to fail for crypto to win. He was
That's
like, they can work together.
totally true. I like that guy a lot, man. We got to get him on the show.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Come on, make it happen.
Reach out to your contacts. I don't know him.
I'm going to. I'm gonna call Ethan Evans from Amazon, and I'm sure he knows them, and Alex Stern from Constant Contact. I'll reach out to a few people and see. Yeah, he's on the list twice, so I'm gonna skip that one and give him another one for spin 3. See what he lands on. Okay, so 5K or 10K for spin 3, 5K, 5K. Can I spin 4? 5K. I don't want to get confused there. There we go.
Yeah, I watch Sean Ryan a lot. He brings on a lot of people. So
Yeah.
he's brought, you know, everybody has this thing about cloud seeding.
Uh-huh. Oh, that was
So
really cool, dude.
So he
I
had the
saw that.
CEO of a cloud seeding company come on and say, "Yeah, we do it. We've
Yep.
been doing it."
Explain how they do zigzag patterns inside of clouds.
Right. He said there's certain patterns that you do to do certain things. He was like, it's easier to get snow than it is rain. He said, but you can do it.
Yep. And if it's warm enough, the snow will turn into rain. So yeah, that was really cool. That was a good interview. Okay, last one of all the kings and queens is JI9YM. Here we go.
And there was also a thing put out yesterday about the floods in Texas that one of the companies had been down there cloud seeding.
Dude, this is the second day in the row that JI9YM has hit a BK.
Dang.
2 days in a row. What is that about? That sucks, man. Oh man, that's a bummer, dude.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow. Man, that bums me out. All right. So who do we have next? Let me pull it open. So we have a commander, which is CG.
We got BDXW2,
BDXW2.
CG5E1, CQZRD,
I'm going to do BDXW.
4F08Q,
Here comes BDXW2 first.
and that should be all the commanders. Then we're going to soldiers.
Okay. We got 7 minutes left, so we probably won't get to everybody, but we'll spin offline for you guys. Okay, 10K. It's because we talked too much. 10K. There you go. 5K. 5K. All right, spin number 3. Here we go.
So he said they're trying to make a woolly mammoth.
Yeah, that one was crazy.
With elephant
back
DNA.
The dire wolf from extinction, and now they're working on the woolly mammoth.
They're also working on some bird, it looks like an ostrich. I forgot what it was.
That's crazy. Last spin.
So he's an investor. He's an angel investor in Colossal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So, no, yeah. BDXW2, no.
Dang.
Dude. He was racking up a nice wheel too.
You got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
Dude, I'm sorry, bro. What the heck? CG5E1, here we go. First spin. What the heck, dude? That's 2 in a row. What is that about? 1K. All right, spin number 2. Dude, I can't believe that. Come on. Oh, right next to that 50K. 1K. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that was great. I'm only 28 minutes in. And clearly I have a lot more I need to listen to.
So I just put my headphones in and I'll just let it play
Got
and
it.
I listen to it. Yeah.
Dude, every single one so far for CG5E1 has been 1K. That was his last spin there, was 1K.
I was about to say he's about to get a bankrupt.
Yeah, no, that's it. 4 1Ks. All right. Let's see here. So CG5E1, BDXW2. The next commander was CQZRD.
Yep.
RDK.
And then you got the 4F08Q.
Yeah.
That's the last one.
Okay, that's Sam.
Yep.
Let's see here. 4F08Q. Here we go for CQZRD.
And the only one that I couldn't pull up today was 9ZVHU.
Okay. NFT.
I don't know why that didn't pull up, but whatever.
There you go, Sam. NFT drop. There you go. I'm adding your wallet to that list, that white list of everybody that gets the free NFT. I almost said what it is. 10K. The second one. Okay, let's see what third spin's going to be. We've got just about 4 minutes left. Oh, no, this is not for him. This is for CQZRD. I almost screwed that up.
Yep.
There we go. OCU. Then you get the Operation Creator Uprising training that goes tomorrow. That wallet might already have one, or Don for sure has
Hopefully
one.
it's raining tomorrow and I can actually get in that one.
Yeah, seriously. 10K. All right, there we go. Nice little bag. No burns yet today. All right, now here's 4F08Q with Sam, the Wii Gen. Let's see here. 5K. Okay, spin number 2.
No, when I heard him talk about the stem cell stuff and chronic pain, I was like, where do I sign up?
Yeah, I know, huh? You got to focus on that gut health. A lot of that stems from gut health. 20K.
A lot of it's from an accident I was in.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is your body regenerates. A lot of the different parts of your body regenerates like every 12, 8, 14, depending on what part of your body it is. A lot of stuff regenerates itself if your gut is working properly. But a lot of people put so many interferences into their gut, into their healing functions, that they're not able to properly heal. Last one.
Well, my problem is I've beat my body up my whole life playing sports and construction, and then I was in that accident, so my disc and my spine all the way down are, they're wore out.
It's busted, yeah. That sucks, dude. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the commanders.
So I talked to a chiropractor.
Decompression?
Well, that's what I got an inversion table.
Oh, you did? Okay. That helps.
He said to do 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off.
Mm-hmm.
To do that, and he said that'll start regenerating your the cushion in your disc. But he said it's just going to be temporary. It's not going to fix it.
Okay, so we're going to do 3ERNY and then 8YDEY real quick. And then that's going to be it. 3ERNY has 3 spins. Here's the first one, 10K. Second spin. Okay, second spin for 3ERNY. I'm going to do 8YDEY. Let's see here. You get the okay, 1K. And third spin here for 3ERNY. Did 3WWF get on there today?
Yep.
Ooh, 50K. Let's go. Congratulations, 3ERNY. That's yours today. All right, 8YDEY, even though they got in a little bit late, I'm still going to put them on there for today because they've always bought every single day without fail. They've never sold. So I'm going to do you a favor on that. 1K. Here we go. Next spin. And we're going to wrap it up. We got 2 more, and then we're going to wrap it up at the end of this. We're running a little bit over. 5K.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Hurry up. We got to do the day. Come on. Third spin for 8YDEY is 1K. All right. There we go. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for jumping on with us and hanging out, letting us share all this good stuff. If you guys have any questions, Let's see here, Bear Queen, the OCO training stacking. If anyone needs to get into Operation Critter Uprising, she's got it for
Maybe
you.
we should have Mr. Beast on as a guest.
That would be amazing. We got to do something dramatic if we're gonna. We'd have to do like get him to launch a coin on our stream.
There you go.
Could you imagine? Mr. Beast is gonna launch a coin on chain breakers. He's gonna break the blockchain. There it goes. Because he said he doesn't ever want to launch a coin because that's just because he doesn't know.
Yeah.
So that would be hilarious if he launched a coin.
He makes plenty of money. He don't need it.
He does. I heard something though recently that he's actually like not like broke, like poor broke because he's got a lot of leverage, obviously, but like cash broke. He's fucking cash broke.
Yeah, but he gives 90% of everything he makes away.
That's the way to live right there.
Because he's from here. He's from Greenville.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's from like 30 minutes from my house. That's where he grew up.
See, tell him we're gonna launch you a coin. You come on our stream, we'll do it together. We won't run.
Well, so my son ran into him in Walmart, and when he was going in Walmart one night, he's like, "There's Mr. Beast! There's Mr. Beast!"
Dude, my daughter loves Mr. Beast. So I think if he plays his cards right, I know a lot of people hate him, but I think if he plays his cards right, man, that kid could literally run for president someday.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
He's doing pretty freaking good.
He's not being greedy, so that's why people like him.
Yep. Yeah, the humanitarian efforts is why I like him. So, all right. Well, good to see you, brother. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for sharing that podcast. And we'll be back tomorrow. Bye, Danny.
Bye, Danny.
Have a good day. God bless. Keep looking up.
They told me learn the rules, but I broke the mold. Flipping the script while the story's cold. Education system's got a crack in the frame. We stacking skills they can't even name. STKR breaking the chains. Weight breathe riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle we built from the ground. Stacking the skills, now the future's unbound. No textbook here, just codes we weave. Entrepreneur dreams that make you believe. Waves of the west with a whistle in the air. Calling out rebels who don't play fair. STKR breaking the chains. Weight breathe riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle we built from the ground. Stacking the skills, now the future's unbound. No textbook here, just codes we weave. Entrepreneur dreams that make you believe. Waves of the west with a whistle in the air. Calling out rebels who don't play fair. STKR breaking the chains. Weight breathe riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle we built from the ground. Stacking the skills, now the future's unbound. Degrees can't teach what our grind's about. The system's old, we found the route. Web breed power, we kick in the door. Rebels unite, time to even the score. STKR breaking the chains. Weight breathe riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle we built from the ground. Stacking the skills, now the future's unbound.